Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subscribers. Yay! Welcome to my FANS Wethu TV. It's the Betway Premiership. Orlando Pirates 1, Chippa 0. I've saved the best for last. Get that done.
I don't know what to say very because it's already midnight. I'd like to thank you and your concierge for being able to give us this.
Concierge there, man.
no, so it's your assistants and other people as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, man. Just right into the game. Definitely, I was not totally impressed with the display of the team, but I think football is not also about like being pretty, but being able to grind results. And of course, we were victims of that with when we were scathed by Marumo, right?
Yeah.
So of course, I think job well done to the team overall. From that lackluster performance that they put out, and as I said to you, we were stifled, and we cannot be able to drop the ball right now. Because we need to win our own games, and for me, that's the biggest concern for our team, because we don't really see that what we perceive as small team, it's still a team that has points we need to win. Let alone the team that we're competing with, it's hammering us, and we should be strategic about that, right? I don't want to mention those kind of names. Nah, but the team did, I think overall the boys, the ones who won the game, because they did expiate as well. In that regard, they did of course atone and get us the result. And just talking about the game, I think Chippa United came with 4-1-1, 4-4-1-1, excuse me. Then there was Ndlondlo on the left. They have young boys, I've seen them. I was with them on Sunday, so they're playing with young squad. So they have Ndlondlo on the left back. I think he did very well, and I think kudos to the coach because he protected him, because he was taken out, I think 36th minute, and they brought in Modise, the centre back, and it's refreshing what I'm seeing with Chippa United. They have Maloa and Makele. I love Makele, comfortable on the ball. He can play, can read the game. He has the height, he has the speed as well, so we cannot overlook those kind of things from the oppositions as well, because they are good players as well, right? Just on the right, I just forgot who they're playing with. Then on the middle field, you saw Chemis, who is a dedicated right back. He was placed in the middle field, right? And they also had, I can't pronounce his name, Jongwana, something like that. He was just beside him, and I find it quite lunatic, right? But this is my opinion. They had Konkobe playing as a 10. Their 10 was a striker, which was Kwaiba. They had Craig Martin, and Philander as well. I think Philander was a threat first half. He was the one who was giving Ndlondlo of course, on their left flank, cutting in, and was creating opportunities. I think that's where their creativeness came from, and with the long balls as well, right? But other than that, there was nothing that was really troublesome to our team, as the game itself had limited opportunities. Like, you could hardly remember when did Nwabili do like a great save. Despite the stats, they could say that, but those were just balls that he was picking up, including Buteles as well. Our team traditional 4-2-3-1. Kudos to our technical team. And I think the amendments needed to take place. In what sense? We played Cape Town City, where we had Shandu playing on the right flank, right? He was not giving us anything, right, in terms of offensive. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but in terms of being a winger and understanding, the task of being a winger, he's not giving us, what we expect. And of course, was this referencing that game, is that We brought in a dedicated winger, which was Nkota. That is the 2-1 that we got, Escotini. He gave us something. You could see that, okay, this is what we really needed in terms of creativeness, in terms of being able to create the opportunities, you know. We again kept the same lineup against Marumo Gallants. Once more, nothing right was happening. And of course, to this game, as I said to you, kudos to the technical team because they saw it. It was not necessarily working. But another perspective could be Nkota was not playing maybe because he was not match fit, but I don't think so because he was making bench. He came in, he did very well. And the coach giving us you know, our graduates, our DTC graduates, you know, giving us that experience, being able to see them. Mbokazi, I think the game when it started, he just made his first foul, handed him a yellow card. Few misplaced passes, but as time, as the game matured, the player showed confidence. The player was marvelous, and you'd be like, boy oh boy, should he ring? He kind of like stamps his authority
in
there,
the game.
not in that position.
Yeah.
I think it's late for Toki, you know. It's going to be hard for other players coming in that, and I love that, right? And Ndlozi also having, a full debut as well, first appearance, and not first appearance, but a full debut. I think he struggled with Finland, as I said to you. Then in the middle of a park, Makaula and Mbata had a stellar off, I think, like, round about like 60 minutes of the game. You know, we really struggled. And I think in terms of identifying like a number 10 that is Tito being able to play in half spaces, we didn't see that because we played similar to how we played against Marumo, playing the balls down the line, cutbacks. Nothing was really happening. Those people were just standing there. When the ball comes, they kick it out. Same thing today against Chippa United. And you know what, I don't think that Chippa United had that thing in mind of transition play. I don't know what kind of like play they wanted to play. But then Macau Lambata, great game. Kabelo Dlamini, I think I may take my words because I was saying if he is raising the hand to start, let him start. But I think he's proving me wrong and probably other people, you know, and he's proving those people that are saying like he's an impact player, right. You know, because he was nowhere to be seen, including the Marumo game as well. Squebe Sentambo with less, distribution towards him. There's nothing much that he can do, especially, you know, being able to get those balls. Even though he got half chances, could have done better. Nkota, job well done to him. I love what he did. I think coach also, he needs to be realistic. The player hasn't played so much, and from injury, around about 60th minute, pull him out because you saw him going out with a stretcher. Hopefully it's nothing really, to worry about. Really, we can say what we want the whole day, you know, the boys, the star boy, you know. When we look at how we scored, unlikely for Paris to score with a set piece, you know, and we scored with that set piece and beautiful deliverance, and thank you to Spees, he converted that as well. And we're playing against a team whose coach, they are masters of throw-ins, corners, and set pieces. That is Thabo September. If you know from Supersport days, I think somebody once mentioned that, and you didn't think that we'd be able to, you know, convert from a set piece, you know. Then I think Ronaldo Marman came in for Philander. Once more, Ndlozi was seeing flames. That boy, he was worrying me that he's gonna show us flames. Evanga was brought in, and they took out Konkobe. Konkobe is a CDM, so that's why I was like, I find it lunatic that he's playing as a 10, you know. But Evanga still didn't give them, you know, the punch that they needed, the spear that they needed as Chippa United. I think also same applies with us. We did necessary changes, but that player that can be able to fill up the last third of the field, being able to collect the ball and do those 1-2s, we don't have that. We saw really tucking in, occupying that spot. Once more with him, I don't know, misplacing passes and all of those kind of things, but give players probably who can fill in that role, you know, the role to do that. I think Ndlondlo did brilliantly against Cape Town City. I don't know why it's not being, like, there's something about Orlando Pirates, Makaula is doing very well, but sometimes holding back, put team. We have a player like that.
Yeah.
There's still more games that are coming.
That's true.
But we still remain humble. What we have to focus on our own voyage, and the season is not it hasn't ended, so I cannot say that we're just honoring the fixtures as active participant, but of course we're raising our hand. And I do believe that let our team not pick games, let our team and our technical team try to be consistent, try to make tweaks where needed, and that will work in our favor. And I think right now we're just feeling the pains, or maybe we're feeling the strains of not being able to bolster our squad in the past, window period. And these are the repercussions that you're going to face. We could talk all night about football, and I thank you so much. My man of the match, without a doubt, I'll give it to Umakaula. And once more, congratulations to Mbogazi. Keep your head up, brother, and Ndlozi as well, and the rest of the team that are around those players. Please build up those players, because the future, of course, will be carried by them, and so forth, generations to come. Once and always, we close it.
Thank you.